everyone. I've had some requests to do some abdominal exercises while we're at home. So I'm going to give you some Pilates-based ones that we do, and also some modifications depending on what kind of injuries or illnesses that you might have. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is really maintain a neutral spine. We do that by creating what's called the natural curve of your lumbar spine. You can see here that I'm a little bit lordotic and I tend to stick my stomach out and my butt back. I want you to think about dragging your gluteals under and your belly up and in. Notice that that doesn't mean that you're tucking or that you're gripping in your body. You're trying to almost do what I call a shrink wrap in your low abs. Imagine that you just had too much cheesecake to eat last night and your pants are a little too tight. So it's that snug little feeling in here. So how do we create that when we come down onto our backs? So you're going to come down and you're going to feel your tailbone lengthening out, but there should be a small space under your low back. So you never want to be tucking or pushing down into the back, always drawing it up and in. So if you imagine a clock dial on your pelvis and your feet are parallel here, your hips should be nice and heavy, right? So no tension in the front of the hips. Without doing anything to move your hips at all, take an inhale. And as you exhale, can you start to draw your pelvic floor up towards your belly button? And then like you're attaching that belly button like a pants button, pulling it in. Okay? And then from the two sides, you could be pulling that in. So again, there's that tone, that tautness in your abs that does not cause you to move your hips or your pelvis at all. Now let's do that, connect that to the breath. So take an inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, blow it out like you're fogging a mirror. And notice how richly you can draw that in from below to the belly button and then from the two sides. We should even feel that you're getting some stretch into your lower back as well. Okay, now let's put that into play with some abdominal exercises. Those of you who are able to come up to what we call this hundreds curl, where I'm kind of at the base of my shoulder blades, and then bring one leg at a time to tabletop. If you're able to still maintain that neutral spine, then you can be here. If you have osteoporosis or some kind of neck tension, just go ahead and bring your head and hold it down. Take both hands to the right thigh, flexing your feet strongly. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, tighten your tummy and push out through one leg. Change sides, not letting that hip flexor dominate. Exhale, tighten your abs and press it out. We pick up the pace. Inhale, exhale, press, resist. Inhale, exhale, press, resist. So if I was up here, I might be able to do that a little bit faster or more conventionally as we do this in Pilates with my hands going to either side. The main thing is, am I able to do that without slamming my back down or tilting my tailbone? Draw back. You can do 5 to 8 sets of that. Then we could do scissors here, right? If I'm curling up to my hundreds curl, I could take one hand and reach up as far as I'm able to do. We do pull, pull, push, pull, pull, push. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. If you're not able to lift up, you would do it here, only going as low as you can keep that pelvis quiet. Drawing the abs in, pull, pull, push, pull, pull, push. Good, and you could do that again, 8 to 10 sets. Drawing your abs in, keeping your good form throughout. Now, research shows that one of the most effective ways you can work your core is from your sideways, your obliques and your lats. So you could do a little bit just by dropping your rib cage and then using the hand to pull it up. Gently dropping that rib cage and lift it up, right? You could progress from there. You could take a hand down, you could stack your legs, and then just lift your hips and your abs here. Try and direct the shoulder to go right over that elbow. Again, various stages of this. You could work it to a whole side plank, pressing up, stacking your hips, crown of the head reaching away from the heels, zipping up those abs, maintaining that control. You can even stack your front foot forward if you're having a little bit of balance challenge here. Extend the arm up and over, anywhere that you could feel that, and then you would do that to the other side, stretching over here, Any of that sequence, you could be on your forearm, lifting up. You could progress to just trying that forearm side plank, or bring it up all the way here. Options to stack your feet, options to put one foot forward, arms up, arms over throughout. And then last one, I want to teach you how to do a really good plank. A lot of times people overpower with their shoulders. So you would come to a tabletop position, or if you have weak wrists, you could do it on your forearms. I'm going to do it with my hands directly under my shoulders. Take one foot back and just hold that. That may be enough here. Plugging the shoulders in, staying broad. Or I can take the left foot back here. Now, notice if my hips are up here, that's going to be in my shoulders and my hip flexor. I'm trying to bring, again, that nice diagonal line, drawing my abs up, plugging my shoulders in here. Breathe. And you can hold this, or do as many of these as you can, as you build your stamina and your strength throughout these days. Good. Hope that felt good. Try a little bit every day or every other day, and I'll see you next time with a few more exercises.